Give me a second. Hold on. All right, let's redo this. Hey, what's going out there, everybody? This is Sammy Leggy here, representing Team JVS. Here you guys another movie review. It's a short form review from Tribeca 2024. I'm talking about. I don't know if I can do this. Okay. One more time. What's going on out there, everybody? This is Sammy Leggy here, representing Team JVS, here to give you guys another review straight from Tribeca 2024. This is a short form review for the movie Color Book. Color Book was directed by David Fortune, starring the amazing William Catlett as Lucky, and his son in this film has Down syndrome. And the story embarks a dad and a son trying to navigate their own family tragedy, while also the dad, as a single father, trying to maintain a son with a mental disability and Down syndrome. Now, Jeremiah Alexander Daniels is playing the role of Mason. That's the role of the son. And of course, William is playing the role of Lucky. This was directed by David Fortune. David Fortune, I think specific films that he has made is catered to these specific types of situations with kids or peoples with certain disabilities. But I'm going to preface this like this for you guys to make understanding. This is my part one, because I have not officially finished the film. Part two, I will go into more detail as to the whys. But what I can say about this so far, from what I've seen, the reason why it took me about 5 different times to try to get through what I have seen is because this is very immersive and visceral, and it hits very close to home, and it was emotionally and mentally staggering for me to kind of get through. So I think that it's suffice to say I was emotionally compromised while watching it, but that did not negate the capability and the masterful directing and acting in this film. William as the role of Lucky. When I tell you that this hits home, close to home, like, I know the way that William is playing the role of Lucky. There's two different things that are happening. From a directing standpoint, David understands the assignment. He understands what the undertaking looks like and the management what it looks like, because there's an outside perspective of how people navigate a family member or a child or a spouse with a disability, and then there's the actual like meat and potatoes of what that actually looks like. And the different moments between Mason and Lucky and the way that they interact, react, in like the small little nuance, like say you're going and tucking his tucking his son into bed, and his son is like looking at him, but he's trying to be emotive and responsive and also encouraging while doing certain things that could lead to a different reaction from Mason. And those small little moments, those small little nuances are so key. And again, you would not know unless you kind of seen or experienced or know people that have gone through some of these circumstances. And I think that even more refining is the pockets of people that are around Lucky and Mason and the different families. It felt so realistic and real. Think that's why I had an emotional compromising reaction to it, because it just felt so real. And I think the thing about it, the actor is playing the role of Mason. He's amazing. Jeremiah is so good. He is so full of life, and he's very organic in the way that he goes and whittles through certain sequences, and they definitely play off each other amazingly. I think that William and him have such a great chemistry that it literally feels like this is the actual father and son. But the thing about it is that from a William standpoint, he's not just being a single parent that's navigating a son with Down syndrome. He's also a grieving. I can't. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but he's grieving, and grief in and of itself, it projects. Like, it's not just something that you inwardly or outwardly just deal with on your own. Like, it affects everything around you and everyone around you. And I think that Williams' portrayal of that is so powerful. And I think that David allows certain scenes and sequences and moments that I've seen so far. Again, I haven't even finished the full film, that allows that breathing room, whether it's a quiet moment of just looking into the distance, or whether it's like a confrontational situation, or whether it's a phone call, where in that phone call is a couple of different things that are happening. He's navigating the son that's to the side and trying to give him something to do. He's trying to interpret what's the best course of action for the day, because he can't navigate it without somebody else being there. And then you hear in his tone how he's dealing with his own discourse through the situation. It's, again, this is only my part one, so I can't give an official rating, but from what I've seen, this is phenomenal. Highly recommend you go and check out this film, Color Book. And I will, once I finish it, give you guys my full part two review, and I might go into more avid details in my perspective of this film and also my connections to it. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Make sure you like, subscribe to the bell button. Thank you guys so much for watching and allowing our coverage for Tribeca 2024. We appreciate you guys, and we thank you.